What's up, guys? Corey Kingston here with another day in the life of a drummer. This one's a little bit different from what I normally do. So I normally film my vlogs just kind of vlogger style and kind of, I don't know, be creative, film some things that go on throughout my day. But this is a detailed version. So I'm going to kind of talk you guys through everything that I do in my day. This was filmed September 14th, just a few weeks ago on my last tour with Gogol Bordello, and I am going through a detail of what I do. So this is also in Providence, Rhode Island. So just like a standard, nothing special, just a standard day. I didn't really want to pick like a crazy, festival day or something like that. This is like typical venue, typical city, typical thing that I would do throughout my day on tour. All right, so a day in the life of a drummer, Providence, Rhode Island. Oh yeah.
Drum Brigade.
All right, guys, here we are. So this is the morning. I just got up. I start my morning typically the same way every day. I set my alarm for 11 because we don't normally go to bed until very late. So set my alarm for 11. I make my bed. Of course, like check my phone and everything when I'm in bed, but I start my day by making my bed, and then I make my way to the front lounge. Do the same thing, get my shoes on, and I normally chug a bunch of water. I do that at home too. First thing I do when I wake up is drink a bunch of water. So cool little thing with this bus, there's an electric water cooler here. You push a button and it opens. This was a fancy bus we had, even though it looks kind of like there was maybe a cool hang the night before. It was a little dirty. But yeah, so here I am chugging some water like I normally do. I'm typically not in the best mood in the morning until I have coffee. I don't really want to be bothered, so I kind of like waking up before the rest of the band does. But yeah, I just kind of stagger into the dressing room. So I haven't gotten dressed yet or anything. I just am kind of wearing my bus clothes, as you can see. And today is also laundry day, so I am just kind of scoping the land, seeing where I'm at, walking off the bus. I get my other bag that I keep in the bay. This has, which I've prepared the night before, clean clothes, after show clothes for the next day. And I'm going to change into those clothes later once I get through my morning routine. So I'm going to head into the venue, lock the bus, and here I go. So local crew loads in our stuff in every city. So fortunately for me, I don't have to load in anything. I just have to set my own drums. So this guy right here in the brown jacket is Frankie. He's our front of house sound guy and our stage manager. We make a point to try to be friendly to all local stage crew. Be cool with those guys, so you see Frankie fist bumping them and telling them good morning and thanking them. I try to do the same. It just makes our job so much easier. And so, especially at the end of the night, they're willing to help. For the most part, these guys work really hard, and so we want to treat them right, So I have a few minutes, so I just get my morning routine started. I typically just brush my teeth, use the restroom. If I have more time, then I'll make a coffee and I'll get dressed and all that stuff. But today I gotta jet out and go set up the drums. So just brush my teeth quickly and here I am. So in most situations, like headline bands, we'll maybe have a drum tech. We have been talking about getting a tech for me and Pedro. Pedro is the percussionist. And so here's Frankie telling me that I need to wait a second because they might need to move the drum riser over. We haven't set the stage yet. Like I said, he's the stage manager, so they're looking to see where we're going to set the backdrop. He's normally like, don't set your stuff up until we set the backdrop, but I normally ignore him and just get started because as soon as I set up my drums, I have a few hours to myself. So here I am setting up my stuff. I should have a stagehand with me that's helping me, but typically it's my monitor guy to tell the stagehands, but I think they're still loading in stuff, so it's cool. I'd rather have help at the end of the night because I just want to finish my day of work. Right now I'm getting started in my day of work, so it's a little bit easier. And I know how to set my stuff, you know, like at home, I don't have a drum tech. I set my stuff every day, so, or whenever I have a gig at home. Anyways, the guy I'm talking to is Chuck. He's our guitar tech, and he's also a guitar player. He's played in a lot of different bands. I was probably just saying good morning to him, and I'm like always in a hurry, you know. I'm always trying to just get this done so I can have some free time. So, using Masters of Maple drums, Aquarian drum heads, as you guys probably already know. All of this stuff is rented from SIR, so these aren't my typical drums. And then we have different drums that we use for Europe, same company, you know, same specs, same hardware, all of that stuff. So, yeah, I'm just typically, you know, just setting up my stuff, getting everything together, and then I normally tune my drums, as you guys will see. But this process is kind of, you know, I'm kind of most of the time still half asleep at this moment because I haven't had coffee yet. I'm not in a good mood, you know, like I said, I just, you know, but I'm trying to put that aside and just be cool. So, man, I can't remember this guy's name, but he was probably one of the coolest local stagehands that I've ever had. And he was also a drummer, so he knew how to handle my stuff very well. He was super cool. You can see us chatting this morning. And, he's asking me what I want, how I want it. I'm explaining that as soon as the show's over, I would like to have my stuff out and get my stuff packed up as soon as possible. I'll be here still in my stage clothes ready to do it. So here he is handing me my cymbals, and I'm just kind of finishing up here, and he ended up being super cool, like I mentioned. So I do wish I had a drum tech that did all this stuff for me, but there are benefits to setting up your own stuff. You know, I know how everything is set. It's set up correctly every time and tuned correctly and to my liking. So, you know, it's kind of better to do the job yourself. So here's the finished product. There's my drums all set, stage ready to go. So now I have free time. I'm basically off until about 3 p.m. So it's about probably 12:30 or 1. So I've taken some time, gotten dressed, and then I go have coffee. Oh yes. My favorite part of the day. So normally, you know, this is a nice time of my day. I have my coffee, I relax, I chill out, enjoying a nice croissant there. And I catch up on emails, call the wife. I typically do affirmations, a daily Bible verse, all kinds of different things that I kind of try to take this time to be productive. I handle Drum Brigade stuff, all kinds of things, man, all kinds of things. Sometimes I'm editing videos, but mostly I'm enjoying that coffee. I'll be real. And, you know, it's nice to get some time to go to a coffee shop and chill out. So here I am heading back. It's time, almost time for sound check. So here we go. It's the brains. It's crazy in the brains. And there's Erica, always playing her accordion. My day wouldn't be complete without a Sergey encounter. Are you the trash man?
Yes. I'll stop it.
Do you need help?
No.
Oh my gosh. This dude honestly always has me laughing. He is like one of my favorite members of Gogol Bordello. He's everyone's favorite member of Gogol Bordello, but here we're just telling stories. He's telling me that there's a guy that he doesn't like, and we're gonna throw him in the trash, and then we're gonna drive the bus later tonight and like not look back. He's just always full of stories and full of like funny shenanigans. You never know what you're gonna get with this guy. He's amazing. Sergey, I love you. You're one of the best. So yeah, this is us hanging out before sound check. Honestly, they're probably just waking up. Sergey and Erica, they're, you know, getting their laundry together like I was earlier. And you can see we're laughing. It's always a good time. There isn't really any vibes, or very rarely there's bad vibes in this band. You know, every band has bad vibes, but you know, so. Anyways, I'm heading in for sound check. We could see Pedro's already set up, and here I I am tuning my drums. I didn't get to do that before sound check. At this point, they've already checked all the line checked everything, set the mics on the drums, tested everything for the sound, and you know, I'm kind of a few minutes early, so I get to tune my drums. They're still getting sounds, it looks like, and then I'm putting my ears in and I'm getting ready to start our sound check. And so this is where I get to play a little bit, have some fun before everybody comes out, so that's what I'm going to do now. I do usually have a few minutes to try to work some stuff out, practice something. I don't really spend a lot of time on like really practicing. I kind of save that for home, but you can tell I like to just have a little bit of fun while I can. I don't really get a lot of time to play my drums however I want for that time. You know, this is like set up for sound check.
Contigo, mi amor, contigo. ¿Qué más puedo recordar? Alright, so it feels like there's a lot of air in the room, so I'm taking some high end out on it.
Good, Frankie. Simple tom rolls so Frankie can get my sound dialed in.
Alright, say that again.
And now it's Pedro's turn. So I kick back while Pedro goes through all of his percussion. And then I'm chilling. So there's so much hurry up and wait throughout my day. You know, if you know what that means, it's just you have to be there at a certain time, but then you spend a lot of time just hanging out, you know, and waiting for other people to do their check. Here I am chilling some more. Always nice to have something to read or some project to do on your, you know, computer, iPad, or phone, maybe games to play on your phone. I have all of the above. I really do try to make the best out of the downtime, so I get bored easily. But here I am chilling some more, but now we're about ready for sound check, so let's go.
Sounds good to me.
We use this time before Eugene gets there to practice a bunch of stuff. Our sound check is really like a 2-hour rehearsal or an hour and a half. So here we are rehearsing different parts of a song, a new song. This is all before Eugene gets there. Eugene's the singer, the artist, so we kind of run a bunch of stuff. This is part of our sound check too, but yeah.
Is everybody good on that keyboard level?
I had a few minutes, so I decided to go grab a sandwich and get some water, take a little bit of a break while everyone else was sound checking. And then Leo decided that he wanted to try to play my drums.
Yeah.
What the?
Okay.
No, I'm straight, guys.
So what's happening is he's feeling my butt kicker, which is a subwoofer built into my drum throne.
You're a freak, bro.
Hit that one, dude. Nah, hit the floor tom. The first one.
No wonder we don't have any inputs. You took them all. Man. No, it's not.
Anyways, we're back at rehearsal here. So at this point, Eugene has arrived at our sound check. He's the singer. And I'm laughing because we just practiced this one song the whole sound check. And then he came in and the first song he called was that one. So now I'm like, oh, great, here we go again, you know, but that's how it goes. Anyways, here's the rest of our sound check.
That's the definition of the smell. It's like bump. Yeah.
So that's our sound check for the day. So I put my ears away. Normally I'll clean them, retune the drums after sound check so they're ready for the show. And then I have some chill time again. You guessed it. So here I am backstage, probably trying to figure out where I'm going to eat. And then opening bands are taking their sound check. So this is my free time to get outside and go walk around again and go find a nice dinner, typically. So here I am, seeing some cool street art. I typically love to go with Asian food. I like healthy food. I've been a vegetarian for 12 years at this point, so I went to a noodle house this day. This food was amazing. Oh man, I wish I had that right now. I typically do go to dinner by myself most nights. I just like some alone time. You know, you're with a group of people 24/7 most of the time until you get into your hotel room. So I do take my dinner time, my alone time serious, and you know, just try to unwind after a long sound check. And I do love Asian food, Thai food, you know, Vietnamese food, all of the above. So after dinner, I take a walk back to the venue, and then here I am making my way back to the bus. Back on the bus, we have some guests. Sergey always brings his guests onto the bus. I rarely do, so don't ask, guys. Just kidding. So yeah, they're having tequila, and I am like, no thanks. I'm gonna try to take a little nap before the show. So, but we're sharing some stories, and here's another cool feature of our bus. Push a button, the door slowly slides open. Nice. So here I am in my bunk trying to get a little bit of a nap or just a chill session, unwind. I'm telling you, most of my day is chilling, saving it for the show. Again, backstage, chilling. And now the opening band starts. This is Crazy in the Brains. As part of my schedule, it's time to start getting ready for the show. So I use Monate Energy, one of my supplements, or Modern Nature. It's a thing that boosts your energy both mentally and physically. It helps with the show. Here's some drops that I'm putting in for a bone injury that I have that I've been using for a while. It really helps my joints. So I have that. Here's a ginger shot to boost my immune system. I try to have those as often as possible. There's iodine, a bunch of different supplements that just help me daily for my immunity and everything else. So here I am getting dressed, throwing on the Fred Perry. I love Fred Perry, as you guys know. I've worn Fred Perry since I was 12 years old. I wear them every night on stage. So thank you guys. They hooked me up with a big fat stack of shirts for this tour. Also throwing on the Gogol New York token. That was a gift from Eugene, so I always wear that every night. And then the bandana. I'm not really a big bandana guy, but Eugene seems to like it. So what happened was my beanie got lost, and then I threw on a bandana one night, and Eugene was like, yeah, wear that. So here I am. Anyways, here I am rolling my arms. I use like a massage roller on my arm muscles, and that helps the blood get flowing and helps me to not seize up on all those fast songs. And then I'm doing my warm-up. So I do my warm-up before every single show. I have a lot of different warm-ups that I use. This is 8 and 8 equals 16. So it's 8 eighth notes on each hand and then 16 notes together. But I have a lot of other ones that I use. You just can check out drumbrigade.com if you want to know more about those. And then I go to the side of the stage and start getting everything ready. Maybe I'll have a little cocktail. Here I am putting my in-ears in and just kind of getting ready, scoping out what the stage is looking like. Nothing got bumped or moved or anything like that. And you can see the guys behind me. You see Chuck working hard. Chuck's gonna check my drums now. So after they check everything, they hit the intro and the lights, and we go on stage. So here we go. We normally do this, you know, yay team kind of thing. It's called multi-culti. And but the intro was already on, so we were running out of time, so we did it super fast right here. And with that, it's showtime. so that's the end of the show. As I mentioned before, as soon as the show is done, I basically go take my in-ears out and pack them safely, and then I'm back on the stage trying to break down the drums as quickly as possible. The sooner I get done with this, the sooner I am done with work, so I can go take a shower and just relax for the rest of the evening. So at this point, I'm really exhausted, but I'm trying to pack my stuff as quickly as possible. I'm trying to use the adrenaline from the show as a final push to just get these drums packed up as quickly as possible. So stagehands doing a great job. They brought out all my cases and are ready to go. They start helping me break down. You can see them, putting the bass drum away, and I'm putting the cymbals away. It's kind of all hands on deck, as you guys can see. Everybody's like little ants, but me and Pedro are full steam ahead trying to get our stuff packed so we can be done with our day and finally get off work. So like I said, all the stagehands are doing a great job. The stagehands still have to bring everything out and pack the trailer. I just have to break down my drums, really. Really, I only have to just pack them up and put them in a pile, but I want to make sure everything is packed correctly and safely and, all that stuff, especially my cymbals and my snare and my throne. Those are the 3 parts that are not rented, and they have to last. I paid for all of that with my own money. So yeah, we get the drums packed up pretty quickly. Again, can't say enough about this stagehand. He was awesome, man. He was a drummer too. So I was thanking him, having a chat. And at this point, I am crashing. I am so tired from our show. I just gave everything I had, and I'm sweaty. I'm not cranky. I'm just really, really tired. I have no more energy left. You guys can see it's written all over my face. And I'm waiting for a shower, and that's that. So at this point, I've gotten my shower, and now I'm going to the bus, and my day is done. I am chilling. I've said thank you to the stagehands again. Told them I really appreciated their help, and I'm making my way to the bus. So you can see them loading all the stuff, and I don't have anything to do with that right now. I am clocked out, and I can do whatever I want. I can stay up, party. They always have food for us on the bus. We had Thai food, I believe, that evening or that night. So I ate some Thai food. Here we are just chilling out. This is a really fun time on the bus too. Music playing, stories being told. We're talking about old Warped Tour days, sharing some Thai food, having some drinks. Normally they're passing around the vodka and or some beers. I typically don't like to drink too much, though, before I go to bed, because then my stomach is upset while the bus is moving. So I like to have, most nights, peppermint tea. If it's a day off or something, then I'll have a few beers or whatever. But yeah, you can tell we're telling all these crazy stories. I have no idea what we're talking about, but it was a good time nonetheless. And so that's it. I start my evening routine, brushing my teeth, and about to call it a night. It's been a long day, and like I said, I'm exhausted, so I'm ready to just crawl in my bunk and do it all over again the next day. So that's what I'm doing. If you see the smoke there, that's steam from my bougie travel humidifier. But that's more or less it, guys. That's my day in a life on tour. Oh, yeah.
Drum Brigade.